Hi, my name is Amber Antonelli, and pretty soon I'm going to share with you my favorite 15-minute practice that I start my day with every day. And the reason that I do this every day is because it helps energize, move trapped emotions, create more space, and most importantly, balance and regulate the nervous system so that you can spend the rest of your day feeling more balanced and regulated. Now, why is that important? So I've been at this for about 15 years as a seeker and also a good portion of that as a facilitator in a variety of different modalities. A lot of them being spiritual and mind based. And I've done plenty of body practices over my time, but it has just recently become so incredibly clear to me the importance of nervous system regulation as the focal point from where we orient the rest of our lives. Um, why is that? So the vagus nerve is a nerve that goes from the back of the brainstem, passes through the heart and the lungs, down through the major organs into the diaphragm, and ends in the colon. What is it responsible for? So it is responsible for our immune system, inflammatory responses, our heart rate, and our breathing. It is also responsible for our emotional processing, among some other things. Why is all of that important? Well, because when the vagus nerve is dysregulated, when our nervous system is dysregulated, so this is a part of the sympathetic nervous system, or the autonomic nervous system, all of this is just happening autonomically or automatically. When it's dysregulated, it affects all of those centers in the body, which not only has a very obvious stressful impact in the moment, it creates a lot of cortisol and stress, but it also can deeply impact our physical, mental, and emotional health long term. Why is that important? Well, those of us that have struggled with trauma and difficulty, um, navigating our lives, especially in our adult lives, most likely have had a dysregulated nervous system and have spent a good amount of time in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, which is a dysregulated nervous system. So when we perceive a threat in our environment, and it doesn't have to be an obvious threat like a saber-toothed tiger is always the example that people give, or someone with a gun, etc. It could be something as simple as a grumpy neighbor that is giving you difficulties, or difficulties in your relationship with your partner, or stress about money, or stress about your physical health. I mean, there's obviously a million different stressors out there. And so when we have a perceived threat, i.e., a stressor, that activates the cortisol or the amygdala in the brain gets activated, scans the environment for threat, and that activates the cortisol and dysregulates the nervous system because it's pushing us into action mode. So think of the autonomic nervous system as the brake pedal. It wants to get you moving. It wants to motivate and it wants to push you out to be action oriented. Now, sometimes that's good if you have a project and things to get done, there's going to be slight amounts of that. But when it's something extremely threatening, it's going to activate to a level of needing to fight or flight or freeze. Um, so when the vagus nerve is toned, i.e., you're entering the rest and digest phase or the parasympathetic nervous system, we have an ability to make decisions from a grounded, balanced, adult, wise place. So we can study all of the different modalities in the world, all the spiritual teachings. We can work with therapists, we can work with plant medicines, we can do all of these different modalities that help elevate our spirituality, our cognitive ability to understand our coping strategies and why we have attracted these different experiences into our field and all of the beautiful things that personal development bring. some of which will help us create more agency over our behaviors and our frequency. But if we don't understand conceptually what is happening in the nervous system or tools how to regulate the nervous system with very simple techniques that you can do on a regular basis for free all by yourself, the ability to move from that grounded, wise adult place is highly, highly diminished. And you can't think your way out of fight, flight, or freeze. You have to wait until the nervous system calms down and comes to a place of rest and digest in order to think more clearly. So, how good is it to learn and to know these different techniques and concepts that can help you be more aware in the moment? Okay, I'm super activated right now. My heart is beating. I'm feeling tight. I'm feeling anxious. My stomach feels tense. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling scared. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I have these breathing techniques that I can do. I have these brain retraining strategies that I can do that will bring us back into the parasympathetic nervous system very, very quickly. So, my practice is going to start the day from that point. So you have a better foundation and a baseline to move from throughout the day. And then some of these techniques and tools can be used consistently throughout the day at any moment. So I cannot tell you how much it has helped me. I would say that it has probably been the most incredible education and set of tools that I have learned in 15 years. And I experienced massive, massive, massive shifts and transformation in, I mean, really even one day, one week, and certainly one month. I look back and like the first month I started doing this was really a game changer for me in my life. And I've done a lot of different things, worked with a lot of different people, held space with a lot of different well, I have experienced a lot of different medicines, held space with medicines myself, and well over 1,000 people. And this is a tool that I now orient my entire practice from, not only for myself, but also with my clients. So I really hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that it helps you.